Everybody went, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm out of here. No, that's not it. Live chat, all messages visible. No, I got to be able to see them. Hide all chat messages. Would kind of take the purpose away, wouldn't it? Nobody can tell I'm on this one.
No.
Nobody's showed up.
Are you there?
Somebody push like. Hey, Brian. Mac, how you doing? I was wondering if maybe anybody figured out that I was here. Hey, Chad. Man, you know, you update your phone, and 6 days later, you don't know how to work stuff, and it wants you to upgrade again. Unreal. Hey, Abby. It went all freaking 28th century on me. I didn't even know what it was doing. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Crazy phone. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with leaving it like it was. I even knew how to work it, so. Ooh. I don't know what it was, James. It's just food bar. Hey, Michael. Glad you could make it, buddy. How you doing? I don't know what's going on, why that chat's over there. No idea. I'm scared to touch anything because of what happens here. Okay, we're going to leave it over there. Screw it. Just lit a nice fire in the pit, and I haven't had a fire yet this year. Good, Michael. I'm glad to hear that. I have not had a fire this year. I noticed there's wood in the wood pile, and the pit's right full of kindling ready to go, so just got to throw a wax hay carton thing in there, and away it goes. Gotta say, who is she was prettier than me? I don't know. Did somebody else come on or some silly thing? We're less than 2,000 away from a million, guys. Come a long way with all the adversity we had. Right from a whole year off to only getting a half a year in because I was sick to what didn't even amount to a half year this year with the amount I caught. I guess there's some brunette came on after I was up. Maybe it was you.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't even close to that.
Well, you did say something. I heard it.
I said, but I wasn't in the camera view.
Yeah, I was repeating everything we said and just adding another. I could have sat here and had 50 different screens going, all saying different things all at once. It was ridiculous. Okay, Abby, we'll hold you to that. Oh, what a terrible day out there. The wind was, tell Pete hello. Hello.
Hello.
What a horrible day. That wind was terrible. Hair everywhere. Hey, Rodney. Says hi, Dwayne. Hi, Pete.
Hello, Rodney.
Pete's having a Canadian. He's manning up finally. He burnt all his little tubes and Daisy Dukes.
Here we go again.
He's feeling much better now. Whoop, I keep touching that side and for some reason, nope, it's all, next time it does that, I'm just throwing it into something. Well, everybody, thanks for coming out. Cheers. I don't know where to throw the cans.
Behind you, I put a box for you.
Well, now I'm not going to be able to throw them on the floor. Hi, Pete. I enjoy your company. Well, thank you, Jack. I enjoy all your guys's too. Oops, finger waving around there like my magic or something. Got offered a new job, and I'm going to. Damn, and then it went. Plattsburgh, New York in 2 months. Where the hell, Plattsburgh?
In New York.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that. Well, good for you. I hope you like it, buddy. You're getting closer. Maybe you're gonna run out one weekend and do. Oh, somebody asked me about rain. That silly. You know, we got a little today, but it's supposed to start tomorrow. They said it was going to start on Sunday, and so far it's been very, very minimal. Supposed to be a centimeter tomorrow, so I'll believe it when I see it. South of Montreal. Yeah, that's an afternoon drive here.
Right there. Right south of Montreal. I don't like
What am I looking at? Is that Pittsburgh or Plattsburgh?
Plattsburgh right there.
Plattsburgh, okay. Right in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hi, Dwayne, what's going on? Hey, Diggs. No, I don't know moisture here. He says about an hour from Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I say, we're supposed to get it, but we've been through this before. They tell us we're going to get rain, and we're the only part of the whole RM that doesn't get rain. It'll be pouring cats and dogs at Pete's place and not a whisper at my place. And we're like 3 miles apart. He sent me videos before where the rain is just pounding the shite out of his yard, and I'm not drop. He had hail just ripping his roof off and his siding off. I never even seen a hail, not even a little one. Yeah, he's getting new siding now. He got the new roof on. It's looking good. It'll get him a woman, but it's a start. Well, you know, we're not that hard to find. We don't hide from anybody. So anytime, Trev. And Pete says the same. We can more than accommodate someone. Hey, Bait Ammo. Bait Ammo says hi.
Hello, Bait Ammo.
Hey, Bernice. We just started again. I had a bad one there. I was going to cancel it, and then I thought, oh, I'll end up canceling it. So I'm going to wait until later. I'll cancel it when I get home. Take my time and don't do anything really brash and end up racing 150 videos or something accidentally. That being said, it might be a better job for tomorrow. So just ignore that first one. That's not even a picture of me tonight. I don't know what the hell that was about. It just started doing its own thing. Don't be scared to hit that like if you like it. Oops. I love lobster, man. And king crab. Those are two of my favorites. And marlin's not bad either.
Yeah, if anybody wants to set up lobster or king crab, it would be fucking lovely.
You heard that. You bring that, and yeah, we got a place for your ear and beers and everything. Keep your hands off my damn smokes. Oh, man, I'd almost send you cash to put it on a plane out here with dry ice. Dry ice? Dry ice.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I remember I bought, used to, with the Boilermakers, the ones from the East would do that for us when we were on big jobs in Saskatchewan. And I'd get $200 worth of lobster, and I'd go home on my night shift, get there at about 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and that's my breakfast. And 2 lobsters. My little guy used to call, Dad, how can you eat a mobster in the morning? Can never keep them going. Yap, yap, yap.
That's good, though. They don't just burn away.
I don't smoke, but I do dance, I think he said. I do like beer. Well, Dan dancing. Hey, little brother, how you doing? Everyone in the chat's being really quiet. They all had nailed me with their likes though, so they're just being quiet. I was just saying, Mark, I'm like less than 2,000 away from a million. So I doubt like heck we'll get tonight, but my next video, I'm gonna make sure I catch some fish and maybe a little bit of a shore lunch and all everything, the whole bit. I just gotta find a place to go where I can do that. I sure miss having a boat. With a boat, you just keep going down the shoreline till there's nothing around, and then you jump off, and that's where you go have your shoreline. A little different when you're fishing on the shore. Yep, Trev said he is a dancer, and I knew it. Oh, thought my mom would be here by now, but maybe not. I think John had a surgery on his other hand today, so
Okay.
I think so. I talked to him on Monday or Tuesday. Hey, Wallace. I'm having a couple myself. You know, my last beers are the last live, so I turned into a live drunk. So if we start having a live every other night, you know I'm drinking again, so we won't do that. I'm just kidding. I kind of like having the weight off. It's so hard on me hauling that weight around if I'm this up all the time, so. And the smokes are going away again. I'm going to do it one more time, throw them away. As soon as what I got at home's gone, and I'm taking it pretty easy on them, so a lot of smoking a part of one and butting it and smoking more of it later. I'm an all or nothing guy. I can't just cut back. I can't. If the job's important enough to call me in the first place, you get 100%. If it's not that important, why are you calling me anyway? If anyone can do it, you don't have to call me. Hey, Dawn. You know what? Talking about that tooth. Tuesday night I was in bed and I kept feeling something with my tongue and I was really sharp. What happened was one of the roots broke off and all I could touch is with this little finger in there. And I pushed really hard both ways and it finally, I could hear it snap. Not really snap, but you know what I mean when they break, a tooth breaks loose. And I got the fingernail under it and pushed really hard and it come right out. And it's bigger than the other two roots put together. I don't know how I didn't know it was in there, but it's all out now. What a monster tooth. Can't believe I did that one with my fingers. Well, I can believe it. That's the third one in a row I've done that with, Dawn. I haven't seen a dentist in a while. Okay, Chad, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to try, Wallace. I really want to because I do want to get out in the top line, and I don't think I'll be able to do it if I can't keep my breath better than I have been. Walk upstairs and I got to sit down. That's ridiculous. That's what I'm doing, Trev. It's sort of like cutting back, but I'm not really. I'm not when I'm drinking, that's for sure. Hey, Ronnie. Yeah, I screwed the first one up. I don't even know what I did, so there we go. There's Ma. Had surgery on his AFT arm. F. In pain, eh? Had surgery this afternoon. M in pain. That's John then. Wow. Well, quit using that hand to type then. Whoa, whoa,
Hey,
whoa.
John,
I'm
how's
way
it going?
behind. Pete says, hey, John. Most of them I don't even have to read. They're not even, hey, there's Sasky. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Just like you promised, there you are. You gonna be setting the Coyote World on fire next winter, buddy? Missed you this winter. No, I don't like this setup as good as last one. Ooh, that's a good one. What was I telling you, Pete? It's better to be put it out than it is to have to light another one because you didn't. First one didn't work. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, we're not even sure. I thought you with one winner would have just about killed you. So I was sure you'd be back in ambush, but I guess you got enough to do there without catching $6 kites. Had better on mine than I thought it would this year, but and of course I got all kinds of stuff at the tannery. I got 18 coyotes, 17 weasels, 5 fox, 2 otter, and 1 great big raccoon that is not going anywhere. I don't care what anybody offers for him. He's a monster and he's staying with me, the monster killer. Well, everybody, cheers. I'm going to find a really good fishing hole and we're going to get a good video on. And Pete's telling me a one, but I got to stop and get some bait before I go there. Because I threw all mine in the water last day I was out there. It was too old, I'm thinking. Oh, you can see them all, Renice. When I get them home, I'll cut a video of, as I'm unpackaging them, eh? So.
You ever been to Real Marine in Full Lake?
Where?
Real Marine.
Real Marine. Yeah. Oh, is that the one across the highway?
Place?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they fucking shitloads of tackle, like everything you need.
Do they got any boats for sale, like used ones?
I have no idea.
Because I'd drag it home from there with no lights.
Yeah.
You know I would. I got no taillights aren't working on my truck, so I can't even pull a boat home now if I do find one. So I'm kind of hoping it does rain like hell so I can get Pete to go drive me with one of his trucks that we can plug it in on.
Maybe fix yours then.
What's that?
Or fix yours.
That's all I want, man. I asked you to please fix it how long ago? I even said please, and I'm not used to that.
I hate wiring.
I don't know anything about it. Like I told you about wiring that Dodge Polaris or Polara I had, and first thing that I did when I turned the key on was light everything on fire. That was the end of my wiring days. I rewired everything. All you have to do is put a spark to it to burn the whole thing up. Just got home from Crab Grounds, had a 20-hour steam. Gotta relax. Well, we were just talking about friends from the east mailing us lobster and crabs and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, take a break, buddy. You worked hard today. Oh, you're in the patch again. What are you doing? Working construction or are you on a rig? Well, I think with the coyotes that I've got coming, the 18, I've got 4 of them that are available, but I'm not sure. It might only be 3. I'm for sure not giving that big Koi Wolf number 205 away. Ever. The raccoon's staying. The fox has been for a guy in the Hoosier state for like over 3 years. He's been waiting for it, so... And the other 4, well, you guys know that I didn't catch any this year. But next year I'm going to catch a dozen of them just because it's beautiful little furs. And I know people are asking, well, I want one too. So, is there any natives close to sow? I've never tried to sow a native before. And why would you want to? Renice, what's wrong with you? Purposely stuck my big head in the way so you can't see all, oh, there's the whips and chains again. There we go. Yeah, you're in the States, they have to be tanned, but you can go to Montreal and pick mail up and tan your own. If they wouldn't let you cross the border with them, and you'd never make it to the border before you'd open them. That a boy. I put a lot of years in on the drilling rigs. Pete did too. No sissies in Saskatchewan, eh, Sasky? I know, Renice. I know you. I wish. I'd like to find somebody that starts stitching stuff and I'd start making headgear because I know even Pete would want one of those Caillou gears to put on in them cold winter days.
Probably not. Plus too much dust.
They keep your head so nice
Plus
and
too
warm.
much dust in the gray plant.
Yeah, but you're not wearing it in there. You're wearing your toque.
Well, where the fuck would I wear it?
Skidooing, it would be awesome for that.
I have a helmet.
Don't wear a helmet. Say you're on Czar strap line.
I wear a helmet.
I don't wear a helmet because the hardest part of me is me on that sled. So, hey Jeff, we're still not losing. So I don't know about winning either, but you know what? We're still in the game, and that's a good thing. How are you making out? Gee, I just yodeled a little bit trying to say how. How to hodl yo. Well, I bought this box of beer, like I say, over 2 weeks ago, and had 4 beer out of it. One night and 2.5 another night, and basically the other half a can I just threw it away. I didn't feel like it at all. And that leaves us 20 for tonight, so I hope it lasts. But like I said, only drinking at lives from now on. Been feeling okay, Chad. How about you? I agree, Renice. I would love that too. If I could find someone, I thought one of the girls I went to school with was going to dabble in it, but I never did hear back from her. She said she was going to show me pictures. She got a box and a Caillou to try some stuff out with. What are you on? Are you on a triple or what? I was on service rigs that just drilled saltwater holes. You do one joint of frickin' shit and pick blueberries. One job there, we were at Cannington Lake drawing a saltwater dump, drilling a saltwater dump. One connection if you were lucky on a shift. So I'd eat my lunch and then I'd fill my lunch pail full of Saskatoons that were like grapes. Yeah, it wasn't much work to be done there. Yeah, no doubt, Abby. I love them too. Mom used to make a killer pie with them. I haven't had Saskatoon pie since I was, well, I don't know if I was ever little, but wooden bush of them on the west side of my house. Just on the other side of the shop, that's all Saskatoons and choke cherries inside the bush. And nobody knows about them except me and millions of people now on the air. Millions and billions. That all depends, Jody, where the plant is. In the bush there, they have to compete with all the big trees, the poplars and the oaks or maples. So they had to grow tall, but they're tall and thin. All the berries on top, you just pull the branches down right to your pail, clean it off, and nice and easily let them stand up again. And it's really super easy. The worst part is the frickin' mosquitoes in the bush. That's the worst part, in the shade on those hot days. You got to do them when it's a little windy and cool. Otherwise, those bugs, they're just waiting for you. Love you long time. My dad actually had a 12.5 acre Saskatoon farm. There's something there. Dad had purple hands all summer from picking them. He'd pick them or you pick them. You pick them $10 a gallon. He picks them 15 a gallon. And man, I never seen anybody pick berries like that in my life. I eat half of them when I pick them. Yeah, we got low ones here too, John. It all depends. We're like, right? You can have, like, right now, Pete doesn't know it. I never told him yet, but he's going to learn at the same time as you guys. When I was out at that beaver house there that's straight across from his house, where I sat on the house, just before I came in there where the partridges flew up, all those wee little bushes are little wild raspberries.
Oh, there's lots around here. Lots.
So, yeah, you wait a little while, and I know the crown is full of them too, but I'm scared a bear's going to be sitting in there eating them.
Bottom of my yard is full of them.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And I got one at my place. I never told you guys, or maybe I did when I was gardening, putting my garden in the first row I did with the rototiller. I kicked the mole out at the end of the garden, and I got the tractor out in a straight line. He's trying to run away, and he's blind. He can't see bugger all. So he's basically running away in a circle. So I had lots of time, parked the tractor, put the parking brake on and everything, got off and stomped on him. He was gone the next morning. I was going to get you guys a picture, but I'd imagine a dog picked him up or something. I got cat out there. Everybody says it's so mean, but all I got to do is tap the window and it runs like hell for me. It must know. You know, it's a little smoky here, Jesse, but not any problem with fires yet. They already burnt this country down. There's not much bush yet. They're gonna have to wait 20 more years and then they'll burn it again. I'm not the kind of guy that stands there and looks at my poop, Trev, but next time I eat a bunch, you feel free to look at my poop if that's what turns you on, buddy. Come on, Trev. What do you think I was going to say to you? Yeah, imagine what it's like in Canada. Ooh. Oh, what a pig you are, Dwayne. All over your documents. I snorted. I thought that was pretty funny. Sorry, we have a moment of technical difficulty here. Nothing like that first technical difficulty we had with
One way to wash the table.
some chick thought that it was cool to try and get on triple nickel. Okay. I'll mess some Saskatoons in the freezing, and we'll bring a pie up next month. I only have a month to clean my house. Oh, Jesus.
Meet him at the door.
Looks like I got to get fire insurance. What's that, Pete? They're staying here? Good, good. They don't want to stay in my place, man. My stove don't work or nothing. No, I'm good. No need to look. I didn't think so, Trev. I gotta admit, a Saskatoon pie does sound pretty damn good. And I'm not sharing it with anybody. Pete didn't have to share his cake. I'm not sharing my pie. He's not feeding me anyway. He said he's feeding you guys. That's why you're staying at his place the first night. That's what you get for liking Pete more than me, you guys. I didn't even tell you the only bedroom he's got for you is upstairs, so. And it's a lot of stairs up there. A lot, so that'll serve you right. No doubt about that. Oh, I gotta get a boat. They're just so hard. Everybody
Where
has.
did it come from?
What is that? Oh, that's a bee.
Bee.
A bee. Watch it. It's going to land right here. Bees are friends. Okay, yep. That's a pretty big one. Piss off.
It is. I'm like,
Holy crap. Are you sure that's a bee? That looks like it's maybe electronic AI or something. He'll go to the light. Oh no, that's moss. Never mind.
I thought you was just here. That's more.
Okay, it's just all laugh out louds. You guys. Hard to believe I went back looking for that. He did go to the light. That's crazy. Oh, you just farted a little while ago. Maybe he was trying to get out of here.
Yeah, maybe.
You crazy organic grain farmers. Never mind measuring beef parts. Check the farmers if you want to measure the parts. I'm looking for I'd like a 14 foot. I'd like something that's, when I get in it, I don't feel like I'm going to tip the bloody thing all the time. We used to have a 14 foot with a 18 Evernerd on it. If I could get something like that, I would.
A 14-foot wide bottom aluminum.
Without paying like $6,000 for it. Like these guys are all on. The one guy I talked to, we haven't used it in a couple of years. Well, when was the last time you used it? And it turns out that's 4 years, not a couple of years. Run, well, yeah, I ran when we put it away. That was 4 years ago. And he still wants more than it's worth. So it's one of those things that either I fork out a little more than I want to, or I wait till the fall and get what I want for my price. Because in the fall, it's winter's coming, everybody's all cash strapped, and I just walk in with cash. And a pile of cash, doesn't even matter if they know how much it is or not. Sometimes they just go, yeah, I'll take it. I can't get a bigger boat, Renice, because of that camper. It's too much for my little truck. So that camper's pretty big. And I wanted to pull a 16-foot something fiberglass, right? But it's just too much weight. Aluminum don't weigh piss all back there. And I'm not driving a 110 or 120 or 140 like I do on the back roads. Whoa, I just about did it again. That was so close. I'm going to move that right to there from now on. By the way, cheers. I just dumped my beer and we just cleaned it up and I almost dumped it again. Cheers, everybody. What do you guys think of want to come cut bush with me this summer? I'll tell you, the wood ticks eat you alive out there right now. I actually haven't been to the bush since Monday, and today, sitting in my chair, a wood tick crawled on my arm, but he probably was in my chair is what happened.
They're horrible right now.
I don't know. The moose must be really digging them. Because moose would be just covered in them.
I just treated Abby today, so.
I wonder what happened to Stephen Bourgeot. Maybe his mom won't let him on. Stephen, is your mom not letting you on again? Because I know he'll watch it tomorrow and he'll see this part where I'm on. Stephen. Only East Coasters, coders, only the East Coders know what that means. Wow, the way you spell, no doubt. Hi's a bye. That's beer abuse. I know. There's my man, DeFramy. Did you find the 2-4 under the pillow? No, DeFramy, I pulled another part of that tooth out on Tuesday night. It was all root, the piece that I pulled out, and a real sharp, nice fishing line cutting kind of piece sticking out the top. Did I just see Chris on there? Ah, little brother Chris, how you doing, man? Well, everything looks like it's going good here. I can make it look like that, buddy. We're in mayhem. Glad you're here. Straighten this mess out, please. Man, we just had 38 guys here like a minute ago, and now we're down to 23. Everyone. Oh, I would have choked if I didn't stop. Pete drank even. Wow. That's incredible. See, you got you off that fucking Bud Light for just like a couple weeks now, or
Yeah.
4 weeks, and look at you, you're already manning up. You're probably out doing manly stuff like seeding and stuff too, right?
Oh yeah.
I knew it. Mr. Bagley, how are you doing, brother? It's been a long time, and I was starting to wonder if you hated me or something. Oh, I never told you guys that when I was that damn beaver. Did it? I maybe said it in my video. I paid the tanning fees for what they were for last year. They're going up June 1st, and because the furs won't be done, they go under after June 1st. So they're going up. I can't imagine what they're going to be. But I had the bill back, and I thought, well, this is ridiculous. I said 165. I only gave you 5 weasels. Their old price was $33 a weasel to tan them. Unreal. $165 for 5, and that's the old price. I'll be paying more. And what do you want to bet? That's $40 now each. $200 that'll cost to tan 5 weasels. I ain't giving those away anymore. I can't afford to. I know, now you're all mad at me because I won't give you stuff. Once we hit over 1 million, I'll call them and I'll get some t-shirts made up again. I got 3 different styles I'm thinking on. Hey, Neil. Yes, it is, Denise. Pete is wandering. He's hanging with the big dog. I'm manning him up. That's what brothers are for. I told him, in my generation, when we got something that made us sick, we just kept doing it until we got used to it and we didn't get sick anymore. They were allergic to fucking peanut butter or gluten when I was growing up. So I said, maybe what you got to do is start drinking it. And apparently he took that right to heart. So a couple times. You think I didn't get sick on beer when I was younger? But I like Canadian. What can I say? I'm a patriot. Even my tires are Patriots. That's what they are, Patriots. Oh, whoa, what happened here? There we go. Not me. I'll trade soap for weasels. That soap, it doesn't work at my place, Heavy. It will not lather. Whereas everybody else in other places that has not hard water says that it works great. It lathers right up. And my daughter in Regina loved it. Come on, Jeff. How you liking that dog? It's the iron. Oh. Well, I have to force myself to eat a bowl of Shreddies before I come here a couple hours before, but the beer sure tastes good. Wow. Aw, Trev. Looks like I'm going to have an intervention for you right away too, buddy. I knew it, eh? I got a little girl, my little cousin, I sent her one. She put it on the wall. She said, I want one as tall as I am. I said, well, I've never met you before. I don't know how tall you are. And the dog on the next video. And I nailed it. It's exactly the same height as her. And beautiful. It's got a triple crown down it. One at the neck, one at the shoulders, and then one down the haunches. Beautiful dog. She wants more. She wants the raccoon. I said, no, you can't have the raccoon. That's mine. She was the one that told me that she could handle it on my trap line. I told her, well, you're welcome to come stay out here. But no, she hasn't taken me up on it because I think she's a little scared. A little scared. And I can't say I blame her. It is pretty cold out there. You guys have seen me in some pretty cold days out there. I'll never forget that February 3 years ago. Coldest February in 83 years by 13 degrees Celsius a day. And if you want to put that into Fahrenheit, that's 20 degrees Fahrenheit a day. A day. Every day I was doing my runs every 2 days or every 3 days. But I was in pretty decent shape for a 90-year-old man. 90-year-old Swede. I can hit that garbage every time, Peter. Good job. I love it when you start thinking like that. Beer?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you need one. How are you gonna get sick on 3? You're gonna have to drink like 6 of them. See, are you even gonna try to seed tomorrow or just say?
Oh, there's no seeding tomorrow. I got grain coming in to clean.
Oh.
Yeah, so the seeder's shut down until that's done.
I know that, Jeff. He was put in there on purpose. I never did tell you, but remember that Dogs and Trolls Day? Well, this is a few years ago. It's on January. I don't even know, 18 or 19 in January, and it's called Dogs and Trolls, and that is that big weasel that I had to kill with my gloves or my big mitts. I give it a slap with my big mitts. That's him. That's why I sent him, because I know you'd like to know where he was caught and everything. So, and I could not remember with the dog. So, wonder where John Howell is. I thought he'd be here. Oh, it's still scrolling without me. The weasel is a big one, Jeff, right? I think that dog was a larger or a large medium or whatever he was. He was pretty good. But he was the only one out on my wall. No, I got no dogs on my wall. And that ain't going to happen ever again. I did have it planned so I would get 6 back, and that's down to 3 already, so. Feed the goats. What are you even feeding those goats? Yeah, he was a nice dog. It was, that year I only got 6 done, and I'll tell you what, they were all really nice dogs. I don't know if you guys remember Dean Stonehouse, but he's the one that took them for me too. And that was the only time that guy half arse came through. It took him 13 months that time too, but we're already at, what are we at now? 38 months on the one. The guy, when I called him that he passed them off to, he said, you've waited long enough. They're getting done. Lonnie's got one in there. Stephen Bourgeot, whose mom won't let him come on at the beginning, has got one on in there. I'm still there just watching while I was eating. What you eating, Mark? Got a beaver up there? Or some bobcat meat? Oh, I wish I could catch a lynx. I would sure love to try some cat. It's supposed to be the best meat in the bush, lynx. Oh, those promiscuous girls. Hey, who wouldn't like a white wolf? I'll tell you what, you got the normal colored wolves, the grays, they go about $350, and then you go to the black ones, and they're about $1,500, and then you go to those whites, and you're looking at whatever the guy wants pretty well, if they're the right dog. Hawkland, how are you, buddy? You fella, brother. Yeah, I'm a little slow, but I'm working on it, Hawkland. I'm working on it. I think I'm putting moose on tomorrow. I got a great big chunk of meat there that looks like it just would love to be cut into a bunch of little, like steaklets and cook them all day at 225 for 6 hours in there. I got a really nice barbecue. Thanks, Jay Squared. I've been telling him that for years, David. Years I've been telling him that. He took me literally about the ass wiper Band-Aid thing. Already, Trev. What time? It must be almost 8 o'clock there, man. 8:15. No, wait a minute. 46? I don't know. Night, Trey. Whatever time it is there. 8:45-ish, I'm going to say. Maybe 9 o'clock. I don't know. Almost 9. I keep forgetting that I screwed around for trying to get on here for about 10 minutes, too.
Yeah.
And then nobody showed up, and I thought, they're all trying to get on the one that I can't erase right now. I thought for sure you guys would figure it out. I wonder how many people are still on there waiting for me. Okay, Michael. Here's to Michael. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
No cheers for you. You're on medication. I believe it's your right hand that got done, right? Haven't heard him on here. He might have buggered off already.
Too much pain.
Well, I am a disappointment to everybody that knows me, so.
Yeah. Normal.
Pretty much. Love when a plan comes together.
Cheers.
Nearly 10. You're not 3 hours different there.
Where?
In Plattsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
Eastbound Vine loaded up in Plattsburgh. You Westerners, he says. We don't change our time zone here. We are always the same time here. We don't go forwards and backwards, so you can't call us crazy. We're the only ones that are on this right time all the time. Crush on you, Renice. And he wanted to bring his actual whips and chains out here, and I said, come on, man, it's a trapping show. He said, well, what do you think I'm trying to do with Renice? So I'm going to let him sit in here because I got to pee. So, Renice, hubba, here's your chance.
Oh, 3 seconds.
Oh! I'm up.
Wash the
And
table.
it's good.
Oh, the only fill in here. Now, how do we get comments?
Touch the, scroll it.
This way, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, I think it'll come on.
There we go.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's different
Cheers.
than last time, though.
Hey, Jeff. How's it going? Yeah, I'm here just for a second. Just sitting in the sidelines, being quiet. Been a long few days, but oh well. This rain will be nice. Might actually get some couch time. It's been a while. Hey, Mac. Hey, Reddish. Yeah. It's been a while since I had a haircut here. Yeah, it's just not on my priority list. Hey, J Squirt. How's it going? It's been a long month, I will say that, with the grain cleaning and starting seeding, and said even rainy days tomorrow. Supposed to have grain coming in to clean, so just keep going. Hey, Mark. How's it going out there? Yeah, cheers to you, Mark. No, Dwayne always bugs me. You have to show up at least once. I'm like, well, just one little bit, and that's it. Just wait for the first pee.
Come on.
What? That's mine.
It's not out of my...
No, that's out of my trailer. Jeez, trying to steal shit
I'm
already.
taking it now. Just
Yeah, he's trying to steal shit now.
Just because of your piss poor attitude, I'm taking it now.
Yeah, you like my attitude. Oh. I think they want to see us side by side and just
No, because I'm just no.
No. You want
Okay,
your chair back?
If I can have that chair, I will.
You can have your chair. I'm not sitting on the table. Fuck.
Ooh, gee. That was magical.
I
Ah,
was ready to put my feet up for the night. Fuck it.
wow. Hey, Bernice hitting on you. I did kick out of that. Like the curls. Holy crap, it got darker again, kid. What the hell?
And it goes all over the place.
No doubt when you put that much grease in it, it's bound to change.
It's like fucking mood hair.
Mine's getting pretty damn gray, I noticed lately. Somebody say something, ask a question, do something. For crying out loud. Trev, dance for crying out loud. What do you guys want to see me do out there? Like, want to cut some bush and... Still liking the curl, she says.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Hello, right to you in South Carolina from God's country. Saskatchewan. Because you have to be here for 10 years to learn how to spell it.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewanian.
Saskatchewan.
I think before season this year, I'm not going to take any of those black dogs. Like I got a couple that were darker in the beginning of the year. You probably noticed though that I slowed down right away when I saw it. So we didn't catch a lot of dogs there at the beginning, but as soon as they get prime, and what I'm going to do this year is I know where I'm setting, what I'm setting. The biggest part of my year, if I get the bush lines cut, is just getting through the open parts without freezing to death. That's going to be me because I'm going to run mostly bush, and I've got a line, and there's going to be to here, to here, to here, to here, over to here, and each one of those spots I'm going to take the side by side, and I'm going to hang in a tree, half a dozen rams here, and then 4 rams here, and I already know where most of my sets are at all these places. I've been in them for 10 years. And I'll add new ones to them. I'll get a whole bunch out before all that freaking bury everything you own snow comes. And I'll adjust. It'll all be there at least, so. Oh boy, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Sorry. Liking the curls. Got Elijah back. Gosh, what happened, man? That's awesome. So is he a triple nickel fan again, or could he ever quit being a triple nickel fan? It is a long way, Mike, but it's well worth the journey. Oh, you know how big Texas is? We could pit about 6 of those in Saskatchewan quite easily. And could throw Mexico in there too. What the hell?
Probably not.
We're pretty damn big. We take a long time to drive across the province, let alone how long it is. And you can't drive the length of it because it's no roads.
Texas, I think, is the biggest fucking state there.
Texas is. I think maybe Alaska might be bigger than Texas, but I'm not sure.
Okay, let's go south where it's warm.
South is always the biggest,
Yeah.
but no, Texas is tiny compared to Saskatchewan. It's laughably small. And now I pissed off all the Texans on here, and I dropped down to 21 people. Sorry, guys, I was kidding.
No.
Oh, supper time. I wish I could have supper once in a while. Hey, thanks for stopping by, you guys. We'll talk again. Hope I didn't let you down too bad tonight. It's what I'm good at. Here's everybody. Here's to Mom and John. John, the old one-armed bandit, and Mom, the chicken and dumpling.
Oh, fuck, that's delicious.
Don't you worry, Denise. They'll have a great dinner. I had shreddies. Cheers.
Really? Ready? Better nothing.
Well, I'm going to try and have a stab at remembering part of the drive home to this time anyway. Oops. Oh, shit. Are you serious, Joe? Wow. But the big thing, Jeff, is he still a triple nickel fan? That's not even funny. I'm sorry, buddy. I can't get over the rest of that. Oh, well, I'm sure he's not going to be able to find it at your house, so that's going to be a tough road. You got this, though. I know you got this, Jeff. No way. It is Odin himself, Reaper Militia. My little brother. Hi. I was wondering what I did to piss you off. I never see you on my lives. It's the only time I drink anymore is on my lives, brother. Take care of yourself. Oh, Bernice still buttering up my parents. Even her niece knows that like you more than me.
Yeah.
How are you doing, my friend? Reaper, what's up, buddy? And of course you do, Jeff. Of course you do, right? You don't comment much anymore, but I mean, you must still watch. It's got to be a hard thing to break. For me, if I start watching somebody and I really like, well, that's the whole thing. You got to like them. I just don't stop, right? When I saw Andrew Stanley, I watched probably everything that he did, and I don't know, it seemed like the first 3 days, but that's probably because I only slept 3 times. Binge watching. But then he quit dropping fur, and I didn't like it anymore, so. I mean, they're showing that certain other side. Like I would show a rendezvous or a convention, but you don't got to show all the landmarks and, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I liked when he trapped, but when he walked away from that Wolverine that got caught in a 330 without tracking it, I just quit watching him. I thought, I would not. Even if all I had was my baseball bat, I would still go after that Wolverine in a 330. And like I said, I quit watching him. Maybe he's getting better again. Maybe he listened. I've been on lives with him before. I don't think he likes me very much because somebody told he was having trouble with the wolves, and somebody mentioned, well, Triple Nickel Trapper's good with dogs, and I think he hated me ever since that. So, and it was nothing I even said to him because I didn't say anything to him. Trapper Chum. I don't know who that is. Yeah, when he was catching a couple lynx and minks and every show, it was a lot of, it was cool watching him. But then he just, he wasn't even catching anything. And then when he had a show, he'd tell you about something he caught 3 days ago. I know, my videos, I know you guys, I know what you want to see. Whether you would say you want to see it all or not, I know you want to see me walking through the bush and walking on furs. That's the part I like about it too. You don't have to tell me that you want to see me skin. I'll let you do that next year. I know I promised, but I'll do it next year. The first one of the year, we'll go down there and tear the bark off and let you watch. Yes, that's exactly what happened, Jeff. I was actually on another live, someone else, close friends with him that I know too, and he was talking about, oh, you guys, this is over a year ago now, well over a year ago. Oh, you guys, I'm going to tell you something, but you can't tell anybody something big's in the making and it's going to be on TV and everything again. And everybody was eating it up and it never did happen. So, but then again, I don't watch TV, so maybe it did happen. I don't know. What's Trapper Chum, little brother? I'm thinking he's a trapper, and he goes by. Oh, his beer's starting to taste really good. I don't even care about that joint. I'm gonna smoke it. I'm gonna smoke it, but I mean, Mom's gone. Mom's gone. I could be bad, guys. TV sucks. You know what? I don't watch it at all. I still got the TV that Pete gave me that only half the speakers work, and I don't even turn it on anymore. You know what? If I get a camper, I'm not even going to put a TV, and I've got all the cable and everything hookups in that camper. Not even going to have a TV. If I want to watch something, I'll turn my phone on and watch something on there for a couple minutes. But I think I am going to try and find someplace to go camping. I know if I could go to Crooked Lake, I just got to get that. I got no lights on the back of the camper either. I drove all the way home with no lights or anything.
Because you need the cord. And your lights fixed in your truck.
And it's exactly what I said. Okay, goats and horses are. Whoa. I was here so worried that the goats and the horses weren't going to get fed after only having grass and water all day. Heavy. Trap Chum seems cool as niece does his editing, or she did. Mamos are still listening. What? What do you mean, Renice? How do you know that? Probably got her number. He's up there. Where? Up here? Up there? I mean, anything was up there from you guys. You were in the mud when I was in the snowbanks last. Not just for you guys. I mean us too. Like 10 days of -40 or 50, and then 10 days of +5 to 10, and then 10 days -40 or 50, and it just kept going like that. 10 days of this, 10 days of that, 10 days of. Yeah, you're right, Reaper. There is, but I want to go somewhere where I can fish and do a shore lunch, and you know what I mean. I want to put together a video that, even if I had a canoe to borrow or something, I can't even carry a canoe with me with the camper because where the hell am I going to put it? Yeah, I've got a DVD player on my TV. That's all, and I don't even play that anymore because I've got about 1,000 movies and I've seen them all. Right? I know, Evie. I'm just teasing you. I thought you'd figure that out by now, knowing me. It was funny when you were asking me when the live was, and I was I'd tell you really quick, and then I was trying to put to come on the live, and every time you text me, it would kill my feed, so I'd have to go back and answer you again. So it was kind of funny after the whole time because I went, okay, Evie, leave me alone now, and you text me something else. No Budweiser products, not in Canada. I got Pete Manning up too. Chicken. Oh, I forgot. It's a whole damn family there, isn't it, Evie? Strap canoe on top of camper. Yeah. There's that, but I'm not the tallest guy in the world. And I don't want to pack a ladder with me. You have great timing, Evie. You couldn't have been any more of a pain in the ass if you tried. I'm serious. It was funny. Pete got a good kick out of it. I not so much. But then I was trying to learn how to work my damn phone again. They keep telling I just ignore those or I push later. I'm not upgrading my phone ever again. Don't what? Don't need your old ass hiking. No, I'm not. I'm not walking. You know I'm not walking. I set my traps right beside the trails, dude. I got to figure out how to cut some cut line through that west side, or pardon me, the east bush on that crown. Just one straight down the middle because they all come in from the sides and cross it. So I'll have it 20 crosses in that one bush. And that's going to make it easy. But if you're not working, I'm going to have to probably hire you, Reaper, and get you up here skinning dogs and flushing dogs because there's going to be a lot of them. I don't have the rams I had last year, but I think it's going to be all right. I wanted to cut through that Tom and Kim bush, but I don't think I can because it's so many old slough beds and trees in there in the middle of it. So you'll come onto that and you either go around it because you can't go through it. There's that word, can't. I should probably try it. I bet I could go through it. A little bit of chainsaw work. A feline? Holy, I didn't know you were a cat. You're a pretty big cat, little brother. And before you type it, yeah, I know what you said. Cheers, everybody that's a feline. My little brother. Pete can help you. Nobody can help me. Pete can help me what? You know, Pete's a lot shorter than me, right? So if I need a ladder, Pete's gonna. Oh shit, that bee's back, and I don't have Pete to protect me. Oh, I'll be fine. I used to have them in my garage in the shop in Regina when I lived there, and I had a tennis racket, and I'd sit in the lumber pile, and when they got too close, I'd bang, and they'd hit that shop, and I'd pile them up. I don't like doing that to bees, but I mean, I don't like being stung either repeatedly, so. It all happened because my little guy was only about 2 years old, and he was walking down the fence. He wasn't pissing with anything, and one bit him in the eye. So, and he was cool. He rubbed his eye, and the stinger was out, and he was all right. No, hardly anything. Just like me, doesn't really affect me. A bee sting. I'm not willing to see what 100 will do, but a couple don't bother me. Gonna cut bush. Pete won't help me cut bush. Are you kidding? Cheers. Crazy easy to hit that from here. What the hell? Boy, that's one thing you can always say about Peter and I. We sure can't empty a 2-4 out. We're already down to our 3 left in the second row. And there's 6 rows in it. Wonder what I'm going to do tomorrow. Probably sit and watch it rain or else go in my shop. But what I should do is go start picking those rams up and hanging them up. It's not that my floor is wet or anything because when I built it, or Pete and I built the foundation, I built it up with a lot of clay. I made sure that no matter how it would have to, crazy. It would have to be 2 feet of water outside the shop before it was in the shop. So plan ahead. What happened to Stephen Bourgeot? Oh, I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Renice. Don't let my mom hear you talking nice to me. You'd be off the Christmas card like that. I wonder if this one tastes any different. So I'm going to Regina. I was going to stop and get gamers in Yorkton, but they don't have them. They don't have a shop there for me. So I'm going to go to Regina and I'm going to get 2 or 3 game cameras that are compatible with my phone. And I got a couple things I want to see. And I think you guys know we're going to see that maybe punch a hole in the top of high and set a camera up with something that is there as a reference, size reference. Because I can pull a picture of a beaver and tell you, well, that's a 200-pound beaver. And really, you can't tell because they grow like proportionate, right? No, I don't, Hawkland. Where I got my pig done, though, a couple years ago, they actually charge people if you don't pick the bones up. And I'm going to tell them, you charge the people, you keep the money and give me the bones. And because they chop like the pork bones, I got them all back. And there wasn't a bone in there, any bigger than, wow, what the hell? I got something for a reference. I don't, I'm not thinking here. Like a small, like, uh, saucer for a teacup. That small, the saucer. So you could fill a 5-gallon pail full of them, is what I'm saying, and you don't have to kill yourself carrying in 2 big beef ones that are, make your balls drop instantly when you're 12. I don't. That's another thing I'm getting is a scale. Thank you for reminding me, Renice, because we're going to start weighing these dogs. Because people say, oh, that's a little dog, but then when I send them the fur, all of a sudden it turns into, wow, that's a big dog. Like I don't even know how tall for sure Sarah is, but she's got to be 5.5 feet tall, and that dog is head to tail, probably maybe even a little taller than her, but not much. I'm just going by what I'm her dad. We lived together there for a long time when he was growing up in Oxbow, and then his wife is she's not short, and Kelly's got to be cousin Kelly's got to be, man, I don't even know, 5'9" ish, so 5'10" maybe. So he's not that small a guy. Besides, oh, there's a good play. I just kicked the whole tripod and everything across the shop, but luckily those cat-like reflexes kicked in. It unplugged itself though, and it's gonna start doing that and piss me off like it did last time. Okay, we'll wheel you back over here. No whips and chains in the picture. Northern Crop, where are you? Is cool too. I'm sure you mean cool like triple nickel, though, little brother. Hey Ken, how you doing, brother? Hey Ray, how you doing, buddy? Where's Adrian? Hi, Aubrey. Aubrey Rose. Let me see. I guess you'd be about 8 now, wouldn't you? No, you'd be 7. No. Little princess. Ken, I'm coming for dinner one day. You got to invite me for supper, but those plates you make, you're gonna have to step it up. That's not a plate for triple nickel. I don't eat very often, but when I do, I eat like 10 men. Gee, I kind of figured that was going to happen. I wasn't aiming at that, and I thought, oh, no, maybe he won't do it, and because I'm going to feel like a shit for saying that. But thank you, Mark. Yeah, okay, it was 19. I wasn't sure. I remember I wish her and Adrian said hello to him and when I was in the bottom of the crown one day, and I guess it was 2019, and man, it had to be February or I don't know. I thought it was 2020. She was 4 then when the video is on. Anyway, I just actually watched it the other day, so. Reaper, don't you get lost in the woods, because if that happens, well, there's only 3 trees in New York. You'll be all right. Love you, little brother. You know that. I don't know if you know it, but I'm just almost right on 1 million views. I'm like less than 2,000 away before this, so. It would be nice to get a good fishing show with a shore lunch and a couple of beers in, and, you know, that'd be a nice way to cap 1 million. And we had some really bad years there too, where guys, for the most part, most guys stuck with me. I know I lost 25 of them on this year when my last day of trapping, and I put those 2 last videos on, and all of a sudden 5 or 10 of them came back. So, I mean, they all come back. You tell me that you're not curious how I'm going to be able to walk next year through the bush. Well, obviously, like I own it, like all the time, but I should be stronger. I hope I am. Brad, yeah, we're all here, brother. Say hi to everybody. Mark's here, everybody. Ken, the dog killers are here. No Northern, I don't know. Maybe he usually shows up. He's a good dude, Andrew, so. I asked him one night, "What are you doing, Andrew?" And he sent me a picture, like it was a 20-second movie. He was sitting there watching one of my videos. It's pretty cool. I think next year I'm going to try and see if I can get Camo to do a home and home with me where we come, I go run his line with him and he runs mine with me. I want to have at least 100 sets out though. And that side-by-side action, I'll tell you what, I'm so glad I did that and checked those beaver out, because I used to run 1.5 miles of that same fence row there, because it's trees on one side and summer follow on the other. And I'd set box after box down this row and just drive with the truck and watch out the window. And if I caught something, I'd stop, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to do that again, start running those boxes, because they took all the trees out on the east and the west. So all there is that thin line of bush for everything. Fishers, coyotes, fox, raccoons, mink, weasel, whatever's out there. There's no other where to go. They have to go down there. And if I put some stinky skunk fire out there, maybe we catch some fishers next year. It'd be nice to catch a couple. I'd settle for one anyway. One of my walls, 10 years old now. But when I first got out here and was catching all those beaver, I used my truck all year. There was no snow, and I drive through those fields in the same track all winter. It was something. And all of a sudden, there's no rain and lots of snow. And I mean, you guys have seen the snow. You never got a chance to see the rain, and it's supposed to start again here, so you will get to see it. It's something when every ditch is full right to the road. Need more beavers. It's like pizza. I said, I want it to rain. He said, I don't want it to rain. We're seeding. I said, I'm not cheering for you. That's exactly what I'm saying, though, because I've been telling him for years here. I even had his dad believing and listening. Oh, I missed it. I don't know what accomplishment there was. The garden needs to start growing. Everything that I took from the house died except every tomato lived and one cucumber. The watermelons all died. The pumpkins all died. The broccolis all died. we've just had a brutal wind here the last couple days, and I thought they might have a chance. I put them out on Saturday. It was nice, no wind, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and the rest of the week just ripped the things apart. I had an Argo Auckland. I did. Are you talking average on your beavers or on your coyotes? Because I did a lot better than that on my dogs. Oh, I missed something. And it's still missing. There's a part of my brain I'll never get back. Bernice, so sorry to hear that. I never was much for Castor. I like to keep him for myself because you get a beaver from a different pond and you take his castor into another pond. Those beaver can't wait to come and check it out when you put a. See, I do different like castor mounds than most people. I'll make a little pile of shit on the bank and I'll bury it in the bank with the mouth pointing out and I'll throw my lure in there. So when it rains or anything, the lure is fresh. And when they're swimming, you cover everything except the opening, and they see that big white circle, and they got to come and check it out. It's the best way to do it, I think, but I mean, everybody has the best way. That's just, for me, that never fails. Well, there's people I haven't talked to in a while on here. Glad you're here. Hey, Brad, I'm like less than 2,000 away from 1,000,000 on here, so cheers. You must be close to that too, though, Brad, with those some of those calling videos you do. I'd do that too this year, but I'm scared to death with the. I don't know what they're gonna say is illegal and not anymore, and I know how many of them I want to give back to them. Yeah, that's right. Exactly what you're thinking. That's not gonna happen. Right on, Brad. Oh man, we're getting stupid out there, and even the fishing rules. Now you can't take a crayfish for any reason, not even for consumption. Now, why not, man? When I first had my speedboat, we went to Crooked Lake, and I took all the kids from there. They would play with my two boys and my daughter, and took them all to the lake, to the beach at night, and said, "Here's everyone had a flashlight." I had those pen lights for boiler jobs, and I gave them each a pen light, and they'd turn it on and point it in, and there was no time at all. We had 2 half buckets full of crayfish. Took them back. I boiled up a pot of water and salt on the stove and started cutting the tails off of them and throwing the one half away and made up a whole pot of them and boiled them up, steamed them up really good, kept shaking them. And when they were done, I dumped the water out and put a big chunk of butter in there and kept shaking it and shaking it. And then I put it in the middle of the table and put a roll of paper towel on each side of the table. And all the kids were in there, right, grease up to their elbows, eating crayfish. And two of their mums came and said, "What are they doing?" I said, "They're eating crayfish." She says, "I can't even get them to eat their vegetables." So you get them involved in shit like that, and kids are, they don't know. Show them. I know there's some of you guys, like I know Brad's one of them too. He's, I used to show mine when they were still, well, long story. Never mind. scale. I'm going to try it. I don't know where I'm going to go. That river's a little bit too dirty, and plus all the, you know, the dead shit that probably is up in those currents and everything. There's probably tons of shit in there for him to eat, let alone my minnow. Well, half minnow. I was only fishing half minnows. Now that Pete told me this other place, but I gotta stop and get bait, or else I gotta thaw out something in the fridge. I got some liver. Maybe I'll just take some deer liver, chop some long leech-like strands of it, because those wallygators love leeches. What do you got there to fish for, Evie? Pike and walleye, or are you more trout there? Holy, I was wondering, John, what the heck? You toothless bugger, you. I'm a good one to talk. I just pulled one tooth out. It was the only group of teeth I had that was 3 in a row. Not anymore. It's one space one again. Oh well, third one in a row, man. There's a few $100, probably $1,000 I saved on the dentist. It feels good in there, man. There, you know what? It never bled. Not that I noticed anyway, and it's not like I was drunk or anything, drinking blood all night. This is the sacrifice I make for the army. Cheers, everybody. Did Pete say anything to you guys? Like, I thought he went out for a piss. He's not long gone. He must be at the house cooking supper or something. No, wait a minute. No, it'd be 7:30 now. Better feed those kids before that. I did that, Renice, once. When it first happened, I did it once and totally healed. Yeah, Mom told me that too. I told her I'm using sea salt, but I only did it the one day, and that would have been Sunday in the morning. I don't want to baby it. I've never ever babied anything that I own like that. So that being said, it's not like I drive the shit out of everything I own either. You guys know on my sled I don't go very fast. My side by side will do 45, but I don't take it over 30 usually, because why? Drive it at 45 to get there a minute quicker, and you're just, I punched it once coming down a hill, and just the heat that motor throws in that cab. Yeah, I quit doing that really quick. I usually drive it around 30, and if I'm in the bush, I'm just humping along. I'm not setting any speed records. I don't want to wreck my shit. Same with my tractor, right? And that's all I have for toys right now, but I'm thinking of expanding the boat. I would love to get a enclosed trailer so I could drive you in and drive. I could cover so much more location, and then I got my truck there as a warm-up shack everywhere I go. Boy, it would be so much easier on me. But I'm looking at $4 or $5 for a damn, and not enough guys bought kites from me this year, so I guess I'll just run the same line I ran the last few years. Short a bit. I'm not gonna go way out to damn it. Forgot their name. Kowalczyk's place. That lined up with the buffalo farm, and I don't care if coyotes are eating his children now. I'm not going to go help him after with that bullshit. I know it's an ignorant thing to say, but you know what? I am trapping 3 sides of the 4 sides that he lives on. I'm taking his dogs too, whether he knows it or not, because he doesn't have any trees on his land. He keeps bulldozing them. So the trees he does have, there's not enough trees there to support a population of any kind of dog whatsoever. So I'm still probably tramping most of his dogs. I noticed I stopped at those big culverts. I know you guys, if you've been around, you remember the big culverts where I could walk in them without bending over. I was there the other day and I stopped and walked out I had my driver's side door. I was going to town. Walk down, there's mink on the banks there already. It doesn't take long when they let the water, but they won't. I know they won't. And sometimes they'll let them hold it just so they can get hydrous and spraying all done because they mix it with water, right? And then they drop it and send it to the lakes too. So I just don't understand the mentality of having a dry country when you're farming. I just don't understand it. Like, you'd think bringing the water table up even a little bit would be good. John, you better not be drinking beer unless it's twist top because you don't even have teeth to open a beer bottle anymore. Bernice, I can hardly wait. Cheers, everybody. If I'm going too quick, feel free to sit a couple of these out because not everybody is that wired that way. But anyway, cheers to you whether you're drinking or not. I'm actually starting to worry about Stephen Bourgeot now because I just talked to him at about 3 o'clock and he was coming. And that's only like not even 3 hours before. I'm thinking I'm going to try and get through this one still. Well, I wasn't going to say anything. My mom told me yesterday that I should set a better example and not smoke dope so much. She said, I'm sure the dope is good for you and everything, but you should set an example for the kids. I said, well, for one thing, lives, I don't let the kids on there. And I was smoking this today. These are those legendary Larrys. They're really strong. They don't have a filter. They got a hole right there. You smoke one of these really quick and you're going to feel that. I've lit this thing about 5 times already today, so. And I've decided not to get chickens this year. Wasn't that hard decision. Too much damn work. Next chickens though. I'll have to cut my camping trips down and I don't know if Pete will do the feed them for me or not, but what I'll do is I'll make sure they got lots of food in there. And if they don't have lots of food, I'll make sure that the mice are knowing it's there because I know they're little raptors, those chickens. They'll eat mice and snakes and everything. We used to have a lot of snakes on our farm, and those buggers would try to go through that chicken. We had an acre or more fenced off for geese and chickens and turkeys and everything in the back, and you had a little duck pond in it and everything. And when snakes would come out of that dugout area and through that, and those chicken would right now on them, and it'd be like a 50-yard sprint across the chicken, and one would pull it from them and run the other 50 yards, and they end up pulling those snakes or a frog or right to nothing. Hey, Brad, thanks for stopping in, little brother. 30 Brahma chicks. Nice. I wish I had 30 chicks that weren't all related. Yeah, don't worry. Don't pay to worry. Don't ever panic and don't ever get scared, and you'll be all right. Think your way through it. You guys are so quiet. 60 of them. Wow. Where's he pushing it, Evie? And why is he pushing it? No, don't ever panic and don't ever be afraid. God tells you, have no fear. Do not be afraid. So don't be. Because I'll tell you what, as soon as you get panicking and afraid, you're fucked. Keep your head, man. That's the only thing that'll keep you alive is keeping your head. And yes, I have many, many, many examples I could cite, but we're not going to. You guys can trust me when I say that. Whew. I'd like to go too, and I was talking about it, Ken. I think I am going to go. It just sounds like hokey where Pete told me because I've seen people fishing there. He said, you got to throw it out, but get it in really quick. I said, well, it can't be very deep. And he said, well, it's deep enough. I will always catch a fish there. And I said, what are you catching there? He said, mostly walleyes. And I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe I'll try it. It's closer than where I went the other day. That river won't be ready for a month, though. Don't worry about Ken. He'll have walleyes tomorrow. He'll have walleyes. He's probably got him chained up out there anyway, ready for him. He's not going to starve just like us. Ken will take care of himself. Man, my lawn just turned yellow this morning with dandelions. I'm thinking of going out and making some tea and putting a bunch of dried roots away. And the flowers are good too if you pull the green off because that's bitter as hell. And that is so good for your heart. You won't find anything better for your heart than dandelions. And that's why the same company that makes heart medicine makes 2,4-D to kill dandelions. So it's not that hard to figure out shit when you really get inside their heads. So yeah, I'm putting away dandelions, and there's other weeds in our garden that I just hate, and they're so good for you. So checking into it. Grass carp. Fishing, you mean? Carp. I don't know what that is. It doesn't matter if they're biting or not. Ken will twist his lips and hold his mouth a different way, and they'll be biting. He'll get them. Don't worry about Ken. He'll probably throw a big plate of mushrooms with him and something else. I don't know. Some cattail. Those centers out of cattail. I'm gonna make myself hungry, and I'm not hungry. Oh, what a mistake that would be, John Peak. You know what? I was worried about the American dollar, and because of the money orders I took, there's still over $2,000 in the bank there that they won't cash for me because most of them say do not cash outside the USA. So they got to clear everything. It takes 60 days. But when I started getting them, it was $1.39 American Canadian to $1 American. Then it was down to 130, like quickly, like within a week. Then it dropped down to 123, and I went in and took who was it now? Bab, Bait and Ammo Brian. I call him Bab now. Took his check in, and it's back up to 131. So I mean, it's going back up. So I don't know. I was really worried that dollar was going to drop right out of sight, but I think they're doing everything they can to hold it up right now. And as soon as it drops, you watch Trump swoop in there. He's got all the money now. And it's not money. It's all gold and silver is what he's got. Mostly gold. That would be aloe vera, would it? No. No, aloe vera is a healing plant, not a painkiller. Oh, yeah. That would be awesome. 5 pounds of walleye isn't very much. Few fish. You know that camper, and they don't, not only do I have to wire it, I got to get the square tubing that goes under it that mounts on the frame so I can tie it off on four sides. And oh, there's so much shit to do yet. And the flies, they just seem to be hovering right in on it. I shot about a quarter bottle of Raid in it yesterday and then opened it about 3 hours later and it's just covered in everything because they think it's going to rain and it hasn't, but. And it's not like there's dead shit around the house, man. I did really good keeping everything away from the house this year. Of course, there wasn't the volume that there used to be, but I'm going to keep a dead coyote pile on each end of that trap line, north and south, just so that no matter which way I go, I can have a, bunch of coyotes in it so I don't have them at home in the burn pit. I don't even want to burn them at home. Oh, darn, I got to pee. So I'm going to go pee. Wow, guys, it's such a beautiful night out there and so calm. Usually means the skies are going to open up in the middle of the night and lay a beating on us with rain and thunder. Did I miss anybody? Holy shit. Northern Trapper, how are you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. That's funny you say that, John. I just bought 100 ounces of it, and it dropped $150 since I bought it. But I'm not worried about it. I'm in it for the long run, not just for the quick monthly flip. Whoa, whoa, Mark! Don't just say Northern Trapper. We were talking about you earlier. Say it was all good. Don't say that. Come on. Of course, it was all good. We love you, brother. Yeah, that digital bullshit will never fly. It can't. Everybody has to agree. And I cannot see everybody agreeing. Come on, you guys. You went through this already where I'm the guy putting on the live and you already were all spent your time blowing Northern Trapper. Come on. Don't do it again. I guess, okay, I'll sit back and, okay, go ahead. Andrew is a good trapper. He deserves it. Come on, you guys know I'm joking. Don't all get butthurt on me. Andrew's probably laughing his ass off. He knows I'm kidding you. Oh, now you're just trying way too hard. Huh. I cannot believe that. Some guy's looking for a date on here. Sorry, Dylan. We know you fucked Budweiser beer over, but we're not interested. Just a second or two, Renice will be all over you and sending you on your way. Don't worry, Andrew. It's all good, brother. You're a cowboy. You are a troll. Here, hang on. I think you're gone. Whoops, what happened there? I'm not listening to that shit from some fucking liberal. Come on. I'm sorry if liberals are on here too, but Abby, it's not funny. That's serious. Disrespecting my tortai. Ah, well, wouldn't you? They keep giving them a bailout all the time, Auckland. All you got to do is blow through all the money and get more money to blow through all the money, and they'll give you more money again. And yeah, that's a good job. I was on the wrong thing trying to build a country. I got rid of him. I think I hid this thing from him. I don't know what I did for sure though. But next time, Abby, that's on you. And you too there, Bernice. That's why I got the heavies with the wrench there. They're supposed to hit those guys with the wrench. Not roll on the floor laughing while you're doing it. Excuse me. That's not what I heard, John. I heard that I paid 3,900 for my 100 ounces, and I heard it was going to outdo gold and would be over $3,000 an ounce. So I would settle for 250 in a heartbeat because that's $250,000 right there. So $100 or $3,900 investment. So I don't have it. I'm at Pete's garage. Otherwise, I'd show you guys. But uh-oh, I don't know what that face means, Evie. Please tell me. It's eyes P. I don't know. We eat trolls. You didn't eat that one. I ate them. 1 kilonewton. 1 kilo. I don't know what that is. I would have a wrench by now. I'm kind of actually surprised you don't have a wrench by now, actually. I mean, it's painfully obvious that the way the people are that have wrenches let that troll pretty much assault me. And I don't know. There, wait till you see that. Did you see that, Mark J. Larson? You're not just the moderator. You're like the head moderator now. Hey, Andrew, thanks for stopping in, brother. I know as soon as you leave, I'm going to have to listen to 10 minutes of compliments about you again. And that's all right. You deserve it, brother. Really do. I'm going to be chasing you next year, though. We'll go for it next year. You kick my ass. But you know what? I need a good challenge. I'm 70 years old now, so getting on. I should be able to keep up with you somewhat, though. Thanks for coming out, Andrew. You had a great season. I don't know what any of my sugars or anything. I don't take vitamins. I took salt and uh, room temperature water once for that tooth. It took me 2 different times to pull out. I should probably do it once more just because I did go back in there and take another horkin' big piece out of there. It's incredible the piece I left in there. I couldn't believe it. I'll take a picture of it, both pieces side by side, and you know which is which. Of course, all you guys got to take care of yourself. I keep hearing about, like Michael had some horrible news. His wife passed on the 15th, and, John went in to have all his teeth removed, and all he had to do is come here and call me gay to my face, and I would have done it for him for nothing. Then we drink. I'm just kidding. No, we had Brian's not feeling good. Lots of guys aren't. What the heck is that? That's so funny. Brother Mac, how are you? 10 more days to go for what? Okay, 25th today. 10 more days would be the 4th of June, not July. I thought I was thinking it was Independence Day, but no. No, Steven hasn't been here all night. I'm starting to worry because I talked to him like less than 3 hours before and he was coming. He's going to use some like, oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I fell asleep. I'm really tired working my garden all day. No, and I'm going to go, I know your mom wouldn't let you. Come on. I like to give Steven a hard time. Because he feels like he has to defend himself even when I'm 60. Holy. I'm in my 63rd year now. Pretty soon I don't even have to pay for a fishing license anymore. I can just go. I can probably even go when it's not fishing time because I don't have a license. What are you going to do? Take my license away that I don't have to have? I'll have to check into that. I'll get back to you guys. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I didn't waste that much time with getting another live on. We got nobody here anymore, but I'm starting to get hungry, and now I'm too drunk to drive down to get something to eat, so I'd have to cook at home, and I don't like cooking when I'm drunk because I forget, and it's a mess. My stove quit working. I had my burner on the left, the big one that I always use, because it's got the biggest heat variety. Well, it's got one now, and doesn't matter if it's on small burner or big burner. It's a glass top, right? So it's got one now, and it's to the nuts, right to hell and back. It's all nothing else. So I think I'm just gonna clean my stove, and I've got a 2 burner hot plate, and I'm gonna bring it up and put it on the one side. And if I need the burners on the other side, they both work, but one is good for warming, and the little one for vegetables maybe, or make some dandelion something tomorrow. Some buttery dandelion leaves, or sounds gross, but I'll tell you what, you won't find anything better for your heart and your vessels. Ooh. No, we don't have catfish here. They got them in Manitoba in the Red River, but there's like when I was growing up and down around Oxbow, the sewer server had we call them bullheads, but there's some kind of catfish, or I don't know what, you probably know what a bullhead is though, right? They're like a green and gold catfish with big whiskers and a frickin' spine in the middle of their back that'll poke you right through your hand if you're not careful. It's your birthday today, Abby? Apparently it is. Happy birthday, Evie. Everybody wish Evie a happy birthday. That's our girl, our goat girl, and apparently Brahma bull chickens. That's funny, bull chicken. Had a guy at work that he was always acting like he was so tough, but then when you come on to him, he'd run away and call him bull chicken. So that's funny. Yeah, I'm bummed you missed the start too, John. Wasn't the same without you. Although Michael drove it up at the beginning, I thought he was coming back, but I guess not. Like I say, there's only 17 of us, but that's more people than I was talking to at my house. So if you guys don't mind, I don't mind. Pete's got a fan on me. Says, I'm going to put the fan on you. I said, well, to keep the smoke off me or what? And he goes, no, because it's muggy in here. I said, okay, all right. He brings out this filthy ass fan, sets it on the table. I go, that thing's not going to throw a big piece of mud at me or anything, is it? But it's over there, just pumping the stinky air over here. Huh. Still says 20 on the 21 on the whatever that is, thermostat. It's not a thermostat, it's a thermometer. Thermostat would have control. There, that's what it is. The 10 days left that I didn't know what you were talking about, and I said June 4th is your birthday. Oh well, I'll wish you a happy birthday before then. Hey Jeff, thanks for coming out, man. Don't be such a stranger. Give me a call sometimes. That's it, Hawkins. Hawkins got it. I'll get you. You put something on about a goat or a chicken or a horse with one leg or three legs, or so there'll be something there. My dog got ran over today again. Oh, that's exactly right, John. I'm gonna start eating a bunch of them. Like I said, the lawn, my property ends here, and then they have this much to the road. That this much to the road is completely yellow. I mean, and I was gonna lawnmower, and I thought, you know what? I'll sit out there tomorrow morning or the afternoon. And well, not obviously not if there's a centimeter of rain dropping, but I don't believe it for a second. You know what? Every hookup or a niece on with her niece birthday, you have some fun on your birthday. That chick's crazy. She only drinks on the weekends too, and 10 days will be. Oh, just missed the weekend. That's a Monday. That sucks. Huh. It might not be a Monday. I might have my days mixed, but I'm pretty sure it is a Monday. Oh, where we go? What the hell? There we go. Okay, I'm back to where I'm purplish meat, darkish meat. Huh. Some of these I'm not going to understand. Yes, everybody say goodbye to Jeff. Good friend of mine. You got Elijah back. And if you guys remember, I did a video in, damn, I don't know, February 2020. I throw everything back to February 2020. It was for Elijah, his was the video. So it started out as a real shit day, and it turned out really good. All of a sudden, 2 traps, 1, 2. I have no idea what I'm doing here, tapping my phone like that. Okay. Fishing by the dam. We're not allowed to. 25 meters from the dam you have to be, so. And I can cast probably about 60 or 70 meters, so I can be a ways away from that dam and still pull fish. Happy birthday. True. Thanks, Sean. Blah, blah, damn fat fingers. Maybe you don't have fat fingers. Sure would like a goat though, Evie. Actually, I'd like a dog, but I don't want to pay $1,000 for a frickin' dog. I want a German Shepherd. The darker, the better, because I love hand training them, signal training them, and voice training them. And there's nothing like a black German Shepherd at night that's trained and don't have to use voice commands. That's one of the scariest things you'll ever have. Although that big 160-pound Shepherd Husky I had that was hand trained, he was white, almost white. He had the Shepherd markings, but they were so faint that you barely even noticed them. And he was hand trained, and he was pretty scary at night too. Trust me. But I'd like a dog, something to train. I hope I don't die in a year, because then I don't know what would happen to my dog, and I don't want to get a dog that somebody abuses or won't take care of for me. But my animals will know words that I'm saying. Huh, it's funny. He 130-pound King Doberman named Boomer. He's so smart, so big. Go up 10 or 12 feet in the air for that frisbee and not even care about his landing. He was going to get the frisbee. Trapper Bob, hey brother. Hey, it's not a party till you get here, brother. You know that. Let the games begin. Somebody had to leave when you got here because it was 17. It was 17 when you said that, Bob. So they're lost, right? They'll hear about it on the internet and they'll be back. You need a dog that will drag for you. Huh. I don't know. I just need a dog that listens, because that's very important with me. If it don't listen, I've got no use for it. It's got to sit there when I'm talking to you and sitting and having a coffee and stare at me in case I say something to it. That's what my dogs are like. They hang on my every word. In case I say a word they know or make a hand gesture that they don't hear, they have to be watching. I don't know. I think you guys know what I mean, though. Yeah, my Boomer was 130. He was crazy. I'd throw that frisbee as hard as I could just because he was tireless. When he was a year and a half old, he was tireless, 2 years old. And I'd throw it as far as I could, and it'd be like 12, 13 feet in the air, and he'd go. And it was all for the frisbee. If his feet were going to be too far, he'd make sure his head was on that frisbee. And he did some wild flips in the air to land. And a lot of times he didn't land right at all, but it was all for the game. He was a gamer. Smart dog. And I don't like having a leash on my dog. When I say right here, I point down to my side, and that's where he's supposed to stay. And he better stay there. And they do it so good when you train him right. I've never had a dog shit in my house after he was 5 weeks old either. I want something though, Brian, that if I got a coyote breaking away, or broke the drag or something, and he's taken off with a trap, it can hunt it down and at least hold it at bay. I'm not saying fight with it. Hey, Clarence. I'm not saying fight with it. I'm just saying, keep them busy until I get there. Keep them pinned down without getting hurt. I need something like, I'll tell you what, I had Willie, my black shepherd, and he understood everything I said. I got him when he was little, and I used to work for a company where they'd send me out of town to hotels, and the hotels would always ask me if William was accompanying me. And I said, yeah, Willie will be with me. So they give me a main floor room, and Willie'd know most of the hotels already because I'd take him and show him where everything was when we got there. And I could order food from the restaurant and send him. And I'd say, well, I'm sending Willie right now. He'll be there with food. and they just put it on my room so I wouldn't have to send money. But I could if I wanted. And Willie'd come back with the burgers straight back to the room after they give them to him, and we'd eat or whatever we were eating, right? He always ate what I ate, except if we had burgers, he'd eat everything except 2 pickles. Every burger. But yeah, William was cool. I took him one day to a hotel in Swift Current, and they knew he was coming and everything, and I told him sit and stay. When we went in to the hotel, and I did all my registering and everything, and got my key, and I walked to my room, and I opened the door and closed the door, and went, fuck, I forgot about Willie in the lobby sitting in the corner, told to stay. So I opened the door of my room, and it was that meant come, and he comes whipping in there like, you dickhead, you forgot me, didn't you? No, it's part of your training. You guys are not saying anything. Or you are, and I'm missing it. That's what it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boomer is just like that. No, I saw Boomer is learning. Clarence, I saw that. Hey, Clarence. Boomer's just like that. You like glue. That's what you want. You want one that stares at you when you're not talking. One that respects you enough to not jump all over you. Hell, you little bastard. Mosquitoes. Which Brian? Which ones are those? Those ones you were asking about before, the Belgian Malohoods or whatever they're called. They got the loose spurs out there, the loose skin where they can be bit and they don't feel it until I think I know which ones you're talking about, but I don't want something that eats half the town. If that's what I want, Renice. I want another black shepherd because you know what? I don't need anything too much more than 120 pounds. That's a good enough sized dog for me. He'd eat like a king, you know that out here. My dogs always do. Used to feed them pork back fat in the wintertime. That white pork, you bet. And they'd eat it, and then they puke it up, and then they eat it again, and they puke it up. That's what I threw it out there for, because they eat it until they can eat it and hold it, and I'll tell you what, they don't get cold at all in the wintertime when they can eat that. I don't know what it does to their arteries or anything, but they don't get cold. That's for damn sure. Most of my dogs, they don't get to know what the inside of the house looks like. But my next one, yeah, I'm going to train him really smart and teach him to be smart in the house too, just in case somebody has to take him. If something happens to me and he already knows not to be a dick in the house. I have to string. Oh, I wish I had some hot wires around here. I could have some fun. I'm going right country, man. Once I get that where I don't have to even pay for a pittance anymore, man, I'm going straight country. I'm gonna have 3 little pigs or whatever I can get at an auction. They put them in groups. I don't need 10 of them or anything, but if I could get 3 of them, one right away, July on the barbecue, and it's only a suckling pig. Oh, that'd be so good. Actually, here is August 1st. It'll be that I moved into that place. Should have a 10-year party. Yeah, let's have a 10-year party at my place. You guys are all invited. I got room for some of you in the camper, and throw something on the floor. I got mattresses and foam mattresses. I got all that shit. Hey, Tony, glad you can make it. What What the hell? Why is that shaking like that? There we go. Ticks suck. They're brutal. They're brutal. I won't even go to the bush unless I got my rubber boots on with duct tape taped on the wrong way. That'll save you over half the ticks if you're not wearing pants that come down like 6 inches from the ground. I used to do the beaver trapping with just the work boots on, walking through that long grass, ducks flying up around you kind of grass, and come back with gray sweats on, and there's 100 ticks on it. So I started trying the rubber boots. Hot, sweaty, gross, but way less ticks. Like, I'm not going to say 10%, but I'd be surprised if it wasn't closer to 10 than 25. No, not even close. What the hell? How do I miss those? My sugar, oh, I'm getting weak. Pick some glucose. Eat some fruit, John. No, not yet, Greg. I gotta get Pete to wire it. I can't even go get a boat. I want to get a boat to go with it, and I can't even. I'm hoping it rains so organic grain farmer can't go plant his crop and he has to drive me. That would serve him right. I'm all planted, and I'm not even organic grain farmer. Organic grainic farmic. And how are you doing, Greg? Oh, what the hell happened there? Okay, it said I reconnected now. Greg, how the hell are you doing? And don't be mad at me. I got something planned. It's all going. I know I walked out of there with that extra coyote, but he was ugly as hell. And I got something better planned for you anyway. So don't be thinking I screwed you over, because I would never do that, brother. You bailed me out big time. You don't have no idea. I know. I was there the other day, last Tuesday. I went and took furs in. I took, man, $1,540 on the old price. Now they're raising the price on tanning. So I said, well, I'm paying the old price at least. We'll have a smaller bill when I come back. Like, you know what? $33 to tan a weasel, and it's going to go up? Like, come on. It's a weasel, man. It's like a dick warmer. That damn Elon. I knew you'd get to the bottom of it, Renice. What the species all the cops? There are the species all the cops using now here in the States and in war. Species. Oh, you guys are way too deep for me when I only drink once every 4 weeks. But we're not stopping yet. Cheers to every one of the TNT maniacs that are sticking by me, even though. Thank you. Smooth. You know, in the early spring and the late fall, this floor is awesome for beer. Not so much now. Oh, there's not that many left now. Wow. And there goes one right across the floor. I better go get it. Oh my God. Beer caps on the floor. This would have been Peter drinking Ah, do I really want to see? Let's look at it. Bex, right on. That's the manly beer I bought for him. Ooh, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. I missed all kinds of stuff. Camper rigged up. Hard to do in the heat. What's your boat? My boat set up. I got nothing. Everybody wants. They think they're running fucking gold now, and I'm not paying for shit you haven't even put in the water in 4 years for top price. Not a chance. I'm not cheap, you guys. But I'm a realistic guy. If you're up your ass, I'm gonna tell you you're up your ass. Busier end of your, yeah, I know, Greg. I know. I was here before. I told you I was there last Tuesday. Elon Messing, yep, got that. Species of Cops, got that. Newfoundland. That's a big dog, Newfoundlanders. Reptiles and fish. Ebby. That's not a good diet. Not yet, we're not, Greg. I'll tell you when we're square. Hmm. Eric Hines, how you doing, brother? I'm scrolling through here all the stuff I read already because when I do that, I send it right back to like an hour ago. Hmm. And then I have a little trip through memory lane, all the ones I read twice already or 3 times because I don't know how to scroll back. I think I'm going to have a icy cold beverage though. Wow, icy cold. Should have plugged Pete's fridge in when I got here, but it takes 3 hours to get cold, but he'd be getting cold by now. These are not cold. All sorts of reptiles and animals. Yeah, uh, what do they call them? Evasive species or invading species, like at the Mexico border? Illegal invasions. I would love to get a little boat though, you guys, and go up north to like the Hanson Lake Road, Ishpashaw. I haven't been there, and well, I think the last time I was there, I was 12 years old, so it's 50 years already. And it's some of the most beautiful. You wake up in the morning, all you smell is the spruce needles and fire. That's no problem. You pick up a handful of dry those and put them up against the lumber, and you don't paper or anything. It just goes natural turpentine and pine needles. So ZPD, how you doing, brother? Been walking the property, I see. Having a rolling rock. Why do you guys speak to me in riddles? Evasive, that's it. Thank you, Ebby. My brain's not working on all this alcohol. It's not a alcohol fueled funny car. Pete, I think Pete's mad because they didn't want to sit beside him and do this for a while. Like, we were only into it about 40 minutes. Like, that shit's more like a now let's do it. He's got to be drunk. Then he can't read, so it's pretty funny. I mean, not that he's illiterate, but I mean, he is a rich organic grain farmer. Don't you not feel bad for Peter? You want to see the swamp people show? I'll tell you what they deal with. Some mean ass gators. They try to jump in the boat. Ah, shit. It's a reptile, man. Those guys play little games with them when they're sitting there playing on the side of the boat waiting for a shot. They're holding them up and making it for the camera. It's not that difficult. 1,000-pound test line. Come on, a set of gloves. He's in the water. You got your feet on, not real solid, but you can sit solid. I don't see him having much of a chance against you pulling on that. When was the last time I seen a rattlesnake? Man, never. I hope I don't ever. They found them here. They're usually in deep ravines and stuff, and they don't bother anybody or shit, but they give you a wave when you're walking by. No, I don't want to see a rattlesnake. Imagine checking a beaver trap and an alligator grabs you by the face and pulls you in the water. There's a little fruit fly buzzing around my beer. There's enough for both of us, buddy. Come on. I'll drink with ya. Rattlesnake. Yeah, ooh, no. Fuck that. Yeah, don't mess with those two, ZPD. One is like a monitor, and the other one's like the Gestapo monitor, so they're not to be messed with. I wouldn't. Kick me off my own site, just like YouTube tried to do the last time. I thought that whole damn thing was going to go with that brunette doing my live. I don't know if you guys would have noticed. You might have thought it was better. No, I'm not going to drink them, Evie. There's enough for both of us. You'll get drunk and on a table. Done. Price on an OB. Let me know. An OB. I don't even know if it says OB. Stupid eyes. Okay, Diggs, we go back. Mark is the Gestapo. Of course he is. He was more suited to it. He's got a Hitler mustache. It's buried under the hillbilly thing right now, but it's there. I'm just kidding, Mark. You know that. Little bro. I'm gonna catch some dogs next year, little bro. I'm gonna have a race with you for sure. For every 5 I get, we're gonna count 1 for you. So if you get 20, I gotta get 100. If you get 40, I gotta get 200. That sounds pretty fair, I think. I could be wrong, though. I've been wrong before. Iguana hunting. Those things are freaking delicious. I just set conibears for them. They walk between those bushes all the time, and it's like this far between. Perfect conibear set in place. Then you don't have whatever. Kiera in the dart that kills it that you have to worry about. No doubt. Well, I'm going to start putting more meat away. I haven't seen a muskrat in a freaking week out here, and that one day I probably saw a dozen of them. They're probably doing the vertical freaking horizontal. I don't know how muskrat do it. I mean, it's got to be some kind of muskrat style. I've seen those dart guns and stuff, and people get all pissed off at him, and he's not hurting you. Well, Evie educated me. He's an invasive species, you moron. What pisses me off is I've watched fishing shows, and people have put these shows on where I go to see my people that I subscribe to see their videos, and they're putting on videos of other guys that are letting invasive species back into the water. Like, I mean, if it's an invasive species, I don't care if you have a steel-toed boot on and you punt that thing right into the ground 6 inches. Like, You know what? If it's evasive, guess what? That shit makes the garden grow. Bury it in your garden. You don't put it back in the water. If it's evasive, no. That's just me, though. I mean, a lot of guys think, oh, it's a living thing. Yeah, and you just put a hook in its mouth and gave it a rip, and you're concerned about being a living thing? Don't get me wrong, Dad did the right thing when we were kids, and he's filling up perch and whatever in front of us and stuff, and asked him, Dad, is that fish still alive? Yep. He goes, don't worry, son. Fish don't feel anything. And I lived my life by that, and it got me through. I'm not saying it's right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's right, but that worked for me. Brian, you're not going to shoot anybody. Slow down there, Tiger. Not yet. It's not time for shooting yet. I'll let you know when it is, and if you don't have anything to shoot with, come on up. I want to go for. He lives in Orlando on my list. First. What do you do with them, Evie? Do you put them in the garden, or is there actually a way you can eat them without all the carp bones? Because I know carp are full of bones. Outboard, gotcha. Yeah, I don't want it inboard. Not at all. I want something that if there's major trouble, I undo a screw on each side, pull the motor off, unhook the gas tank, and throw it in the garbage and get a new motor. I actually almost bought separately a boat and a motor, but I want something that some old guy had and he took really good care of it, and I don't want it to go 100 miles an hour like my speedboat. I just putter along, right? I don't care. I'm retired. I got all day. Velociraptors. It is Velociraptors. Well, you must be talking about gators if you're talking that kind of size. Because the snakes aren't that kind of weight. You probably chemically poisoned them is why you haven't heard stories since. Evasive. Stephen Bourgeot, he just sent me a message. Did everybody see that? Because it said it would do. Yeah. Well, he said, sorry I missed the live. It's still going. Like, what the hell? It's his mom. That's what it is. How did drowning the minnows go? Wow. Which one of you guys is Molson Golden? Steve Bourgeot, your mom finally let you come on, eh? Glad you're here. I had to throw people off myself because their niece is too busy flirting with people. So I incorporated a hitman moderator. He's like your boss now, and he is not going to take any shit from anybody, are you, little brother? That's not what you said in the text you sent me. It said an ill friend, ILD. I had no idea what an ill friend was. This makes more sense, but I'm still going to argue with you. That's freaking hilarious. I'm gonna take this shit on the road. See, there he is. The big dog. Mark J. Larson. Actually, that's where I got all my bait from, was from Greg Larson's butcher shop. They're not related, I wouldn't think. Well, maybe somewhere down the long line of Larsons. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, what did they have to say bad to me that you would have caught it? Like, they called me gay and they called me a cowboy. Call me gay all you want, but don't call me a fucking cowboy. That's funny. Yeah, everybody say hi to Steven. His mom was keeping him off, but he's here now. She does not approve him hanging around with the boy from Canada. Isn't that right, Steven? Well, at least you got a boat, John. I don't have a boat. I need a boat. And a trip to Wadena to get a couple pieces of tubing for the camper. I got her cleaned out now. It's time to start putting stuff in it. I don't know if I want to until I load it, but I'm going to have to learn how to pack that thing too, because I got to take my boards to put under it too. And I'm going to make sure that you never forget it, Renice, as long as you live. Your fault. Your fault. Bad girl. Bad, bad, bad girl. How about a man from Illinois? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Go back, go back, go back. Did I say that you're from somewhere? Because Steven's from Indiana, or Ohio, pardon me. Auckland. Left-handed cigarettes might get her mad. Then you can get rid of her and keep the smokes. Unless you're talking about Renice, and I think it would take a lot more than that to get her mad. Okay, there it is again. How about a man with left-handed cigarettes and get her mad? No, Auckland. Deleting me two. That's for that's for deleting me 2 times. You took it like a champ though, and now all of a sudden you're gonna whine. I was so impressed with the way you took it, and you're gonna bleed that hero that I thought you were out of the situation. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's got government papers. Case of Molson. Ugh. Molson. Ugh. Did I say that? So pretty. I just hate Canadians because they have such a pedophile in charge, and he's a big traitor and a liar and a thief and a piece of shit. Hypocrite. And that's all the politics I'm talking, just so you know. I'm still sticking to my guns on that piece of shit. As should you be, brothers down south and sisters. I'll plan something. My next video, I'll make sure that I got stuff on it you guys want to see. You know, I drove by a moose yesterday, pardon me, not today, Wednesday. And he was in the bush and he just looked so light, and it just looked like his coat was crawling with ticks. And what I want to do is on those, I stop, I take a picture and I leave. Or I video I want to stop and sit on him and follow him for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and see what happens. Like, if you know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe I leave and a coyote kills that deer I was showing you. or a whole herd coyotes moves in. I want to extend my taping times, and it gives me time to sit too and not be running through that deep snow. So, oh shit! I talked for like 2 seconds, and look at all this. Boy from Canada, I got that from my. Yep, and not gonna let you forget it. Just stopped in to say hi. Well, thank you very much for stopping in and saying hi. Sure looks like Richie. I'm not going with Ricky. That sure looks like Richie. I am blind everywhere but in the bush. I can't stand that ass hat either, and I don't even know who you're talking about. But I'm on your side, Evie. Well, how could you be in Michigan for 30 years since you went to Denver? If you went to Denver, you went to Denver. So you can't be in Michigan for 30 years since you went to Denver. Unless you went to Denver first and then you moved to Michigan, you've been there for 30 years. Sorry. I'm just amusing myself now. I'm drunk. Oh, just getting on now. How was the live? It was Jim D. Liss. Glad you could make it, brother. Your timing sucks. I mean, like, you could have been here. Come on, you could have showed a little bit more support. I'm just glad you got here, brother. I'm not in a boat. I can't get a boat, Hawkland. I'm not paying stupid price for a boat. Everybody's in a boat but me. The guy with the videos is not in a boat. That's crazy. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. I like the one, whiskey for my men and beer for their horses. Trudeau. There's somebody I'd like to be in a cage match to the death with. I think I do all right, to tell you the truth. I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, I don't know. I don't know either one of them. I went to Pampa, Texas once. Been to North Dakota lots of times in Montana. But that's pretty much it. The ride to Pampa, Texas was just picking up shit, oil field shit that nobody wanted anymore that they refurbished and made brand new. And then straight back to Depressed Man. Cheers. Tea time. Nobody say anything. I'll come back and read the novel. And beer for their horses. Ooh-wee. Nobody said anything. No, wait a minute. Okay, there's some stuff. Pete was out tonight, Jim, for a while, and then he got mad because I wouldn't sit beside him here for... Yes, God bless our military and our veterans. They're the real heroes. The government sucks. I mean, military's the only guys that really care about the country. Their oath and their allegiance mean something. Politicians don't mean shit to them. Oh, they gotta believe me because I swore an oath. That's the way politicians think. Oh, I got you, you little bastard. Oh, that's one quick one. Yeah, it's been all of an hour since Pete. Yeah, about an hour, I guess. Fell in the door. How do you fall in the door? Although I'm not from Kansas. Kansas. Absolutely, Lachlan. Jet. Now you're getting in a jet. Yeah, I'm getting hungry too now, Evie. Stupid beer and marijuana. Who would have thought? I took it pretty cool on the marijuana. I only smoked one of these, and I'm gonna open this one now, just because I'm hungry. I got so much food at home. It's stupid how much food I have at home and I don't eat. Steven, what's your idea? I have an idea. Tell us. I just bought a gallon ice cream too at home. Neapolitan, because they don't have my chocolate fudge nut clusters. That's some good ice cream. I don't know if you guys in the States are allowed that because it's so good. Somebody said good night, peace. ZPD. Good night, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Always good to see you. Or I guess I don't see you, but you know what I mean. What beer are you drinking tonight? Who? Me? Champagne. Nothing but the finest for me, you know. Everyone who gets hers from Dwayne needs to send a photo for Dwayne to post. That's a good idea. And don't send your photo with your phone up and down. Send it with your phone sideways. That's a great idea. With you standing beside it. That is a great idea. Thank you, Stephen. What are they getting for pre-roll? These are expensive. These are like $37 for 5. So, whoa! I just threw it right at my liver. Not gonna hurt that. Not this. This, yeah, maybe. Ah. Never here, Jim. I got Pete broken of it. Turn them into a man. It's hard, like organic grain farmers are not known for being that way, but I am gonna make him a man, whether he likes it or not. And that's what big brothers are for, right? Whatever it takes. I don't want to have to slap the shit out of him, but I'm ready to go there. I don't think so either when it's 32.4% shit, man. Strong shit. The girl was selling it to me, and the owner was there, and she goes to me, "It's 32.4%. I have to warn you." I said, "Well, thank you. Do you think that extra 2% is going to knock me on the floor?" And the manager just laughed. She said, "He gets the strongest stuff. That stuff in the filing cabinet in the office, yeah, that's for him." So cute when they're that age. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go, no Bud Light. Not that bad. Well, crap. We too. We know he's drunk. He dropped the cigarette. Who did? This is not a cigarette. Eighth here. Wow. 37.50 for an eighth? 5 of these they're 1 grammers. So 5 grams of 34.2%. And I remember when we were growing our own and you guys are growing your own, my friends from the States, when they came up, I could turn them into drooling idiots with my dope, and they couldn't believe the dope we got up here. Especially the guys from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They could not believe our dope. It just dropped them. I don't know what else to say. That's what it did. It dropped them. Okay, I'm trying to read it, Mark. Okay, little brother, you get to bed. Need your beauty sleep like I do too. I'm obviously neglecting that crap. Everybody say goodnight to little brother Mark. It's now we can let the good times roll that the Nazi moderator's gone, right? I'm just kidding, Mark. You know that. Oh, what's that say? Must sleep good and take the edge off the bones. Huh. Brian, what the hell does that mean, Brian? Are you going to bed? And who put an edge on your bones? That's crazy. Ugh. I had a lady the other day in the co-op say to me, "You know, with the way the gray shows in your hair, you'd probably have really nice salt and pepper hair if you cut it short." And I said, "Well, I guess we'll never know, right?" She looked a little put off when I said that, but I grow my hair the way I want to, not the way you want it to be. You're weed. That's not nice, Brian. I'm not weed. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I am. Very strong. You got it right, Brian. Never mind. I got it. It was a little puzzle, a men's puzzle. I got it. I took into account your last one. Okay, Renice, I missed that. Sorry. I'm obviously not seeing all the chat for some reason. I'm at Elon. That damn Elon. I hate those A1 AI artificial intelligence human beings like Elon. There's no way that fricker's human. Trust me. There's one of the biggest dangers to civilization right there is Elon right now. I know people are thinking he's doing great things and everything, but trust me, he's on a very short leash. He would be. And I know everybody's thinking that he's betraying Trump because he's backing DeSantis. Well, wait till you guys find out who DeSantis is, who he really is. I knew that, Brian. No, I didn't. I didn't know what you were talking about, but no, I do sleep shitty. Shitty. I feel tired. I go to bed at 10 o'clock and I flip and flop like a fish that's running out of air and ready to die on the deck for it's pitiful. And I get like 6 hours a night. So I just got to learn when to go to sleep. I know most of the time when I go to bed at 8, 9:30 or 10 o'clock, I don't get up till almost 9. And if I go to bed later, I'm getting up at 7. So I think, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Steven, of course, that's not what he's talking about. Come on. Come on. Rhino. This isn't Rhine. This is beer. No wino. Benadryl. Now she's trying to turn you all into drug deal. Oh. Obviously you're not watching my videos, Jim. I was out on Monday. Nope. Fishing Sunday, beaver on Monday. That's what it was. It's awesome that you chat and everything, but you guys you must be lying to me because they say most people don't even watch half of them. And I think it's just because I'm close to 1 million. I don't think they're counting my views and stuff because they don't want me to get to 1 million because then they got to send me a plaque. And fuck your plaque. I don't care. That's not why I did it. But I mean, I would like the right tallies, right? Like it's only fair. Oh shit. I brought out something bad when I said that. DeSantis and Trump, I hope, don't embarrass themselves. Wow, that's quite the statement. And Trump ain't embarrassing himself, man. He owns over 90% of the world's wealth right now after that shit he pulled in Italy. And he's going to give it back to the people. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, what a bad man. DeSantis is a bad motherfucker. When I read what he did, I'm not going to be able to remember the Hurricane Act. Was that it? Something stupid like that. But he sent FEMA agents in there to steal all the weapons in the houses, and the FEMA agents were stealing all their jewelry and everything. And I mean, they were shooting people, and this is all from DeSantis. Take those guns no matter what you got to do. See exactly what he is. If you think he's okay, and fuck you, you know what you're talking about, TNT. I've only been into this stuff for 15 years, so yeah, okay, it's quite possible that I'm wrong, but you know what? I don't think I am. DeSantis is a dick. Period. He's putting a show on right now for all you people that are sheep. Pay attention, and if you're not sure, WikiLeaks has all the documents, so you can go read anything you want if you want. But you got to be able to put the time in and do it, and I did all that. So when I get someone there, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, that just started being woke like 27 minutes ago, I just walk away from that shit. I'm not going to play that game. I already know. And you know what? I know so much, and I don't even know half of what's going on. It's such a tangled web, man. And Trump is the man. You know DeSantis ain't going to get it because they already know. They had such a disastrous opening for DeSantis with Elon even. Cat Turd was on, and he said, I was there. I was trying to be fair and everything. And he said, but it's just so boring. Nobody wanted to talk or ask DeSantis nothing. He said over 75 to 90% of the people want Trump. And why wouldn't you? Look what he did. Like, if we could just get him to grab Trudeau and take care of that piece of shit, we'd be all right. You guys don't let me out here too long. Tell me when it's time to shut this down, okay? Because it's getting late, or I don't know if it is. So I left my outside lights on in whatever one in the house, so it don't matter, but I said to Pete, yeah, I want to close her down by 9 o'clock or so, and he said, yeah. And I thought, oh man, I'm not hurting you out here. Like, you're starting to be a little bit of a dick, little brother. But I was just kidding. I was just kidding. He gets pretty worked up on this stupid seating shit, right? No more politics. Oh, damn. Now Renice she finally stands up to somebody, and it's me, for crying out loud. Never mind the guy that called me gay and a cowboy. She stood up to me. I think she's in danger of losing that position. Just because she's hot for Pete is no reason to keep her in that kind of position. Hey, Jerry. 11. It's got to be 9 here, though. Because you're like way east of us. You're right, Renice. Whoa, nobody's ever said that on here before. I want to check what that's about. Yeah, okay. You know what? I agree too, to a point, but you know what? If you guys don't start talking about it and doing something about it, man, want to make the old guys that already did the World War II shit and sacrificed everything. Are you going to make them get up and do it again? Like, come on, you young guys. Maybe you want me to do it with the double aorta fucking explosion. Yeah, like strap a set of nuts on. Anyway, I'm looking forward to a good year this coming winter. I'm thinking after the little talk I had with Mum and John the other day, and I think, yeah, they talked me into trying to quit again. It's been a year since I started again, almost a year. So, yeah, I'm going to stop. I don't like the thought of stopping cold turkey like that after all those years, because I think that's one of the things that really caused me problems. But I'm going to try it. I can't go part way. I got to go all or nothing. We talked about that. My analogy might be a little self-serving, but I mean, it was still pretty bang on. Ooh, those beers are starting to get like peat fucking English beer put in the window to warm up so that you don't have to drink cold beer. I used to hate that. Come for a beer, and he's got his beer sitting on the floor and by the door for the last 2 days, and that's how they drink their beer. Gross me out with a spoon. The young are being indoctrinated. Thankfully, a lot of those kids come from families that actually care about their kids and talk to their kids, and they catch this shit. And their kids know it's wrong when they say it in school because their parents told them before. And personally, if a teacher comes to you and tells you your kid is a problem maker because he's not listening to what they're telling him, pull him out of school and homeschool him, because he's probably smarter than you are if he's telling them that and you're not. Stephen, I'm not going to go there with that. I've finally got him off of it. He drank some Canadians tonight, so he's obviously trying to be a man. He'll be all right. They're seeding already. Every plant I put out on Saturday that I grew for 2 months in the house snapped like a twig in the wind. Except one cucumber so far. This is as of before I come out here. And all 5 tomato clumps are still living, but When I planted them, I made sure I put a well around them, so or whatever you want to call it, so the wind didn't quite affect them as bad. So, but it's the way it's blowing out there. It's just a matter of time. Also, all the pumpkins I planted in the watermelon row and all the watermelons I planted in the pumpkin row. Actually, two of them are still alive. So, and there's a cucumber alive in there too. Not in the cucumber row though. You'll see. I'll show you through the year. But if we don't get rain tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to take the hose 200 feet down the garden and I'm going to start watering the whole bloody thing. If it starts raining while I'm doing it, okay, I'll stop. I don't want to get too much on the peas because peas don't like fucking water. Oh, crap. You guys are talking again. Nope, there we go. Tell Pete they're giving, but yeah. Yeah, let's see. Lowered the price and still can't sell it. Well, can you really, you got to see it. I mean, holy. Love you, Renice. Have a good one. Yeah, say goodnight to Renice. She's a good one. Big Kansas City hunter. She probably give some of you guys a run in the bush. For sure you, Brian. I show she'd give you a run in the bush right now. Oh! Why is this not scrolling? Racist joke. Huh. Was that for me, Brian, or are you feeling a little bit like Trudeau or what? Calling everybody a racist? I don't think I'm a racist. But I don't know. Probably most racists don't. I don't think I'm a racist. I hate everybody. Everybody deserves a break until they prove that they don't. That's how I feel. I don't really see color or nothing. It's a mano a man. Okay. I hate ending on a note like that, but holy crap. I don't know what to say. That sounds like it could be a racist joke. Maybe that's what you meant about racist joke. Wasn't me at all, because I'm not racist. I can't read that, and I'm not going to say what I think it says. It is butt puppet. How's it going, buddy? I wasn't going to read that out loud until I was sure. Fires? Hot. They're hot, Steven. Very hot. Fire is hot. When it was snowing and we had lots of ice, that shit, it was cold. It was very cold. Fires? Hot. I'm sorry, Steven. I'm getting drunk. I think I'm funny. Maybe you think I'm funny too. Don't push a like if you think I'm funny just because I'm funny. They think it's whale shit. Okay, I'm going to go back because I forgot what the joke was. Why don't sharks eat? Oh, shit. That's pretty racist, yep. All the black trappers in Canada that trap in the minus 60 weather, they're going to take offense to that. See, now that's how you make a, yeah, you know. There's no black trappers up here to go to 60 below. But all of them that are going to take offense at that. You know what? It's just a joke, man. You got to be able to laugh at shit still. Come on. Doesn't mean you hate them. I'm Hungarian. You know all the Hungarian jokes you hear, right? Right? You guys have all heard Hungarian jokes before. Nobody commenting? Nobody commenting. What the hell? Nobody here? I might as well go home. All right, shut her down. How do I do that? They have, Steven. They really have. Okay, I was kidding about the Hungarian jokes. There's no Hungarian jokes because we'd kill you. So that stopped them right away. There were no more. The Magyars ran Europe for 1,000 years. The Hungarian horseback crazy bastards with big swords. I was working in Estevan in Regina at the Co-op refinery, and an iron worker came up to me and went, Magyar! And I don't know what you're talking about. And he said, you're Hungarian, aren't you? And I said, yeah. He said, me too. He said, I want you to look this up. And on the computer when you get home, because we didn't have this shit on the phone then. And I looked it up in the computer when I went home, Magyar, and the guy sitting on the horse was with an battle axe in one hand and a head in the other hand. And it was most definitely me. Magyar. I don't know. Thought it was a good story. Russian. Irish. Potash. How can you be Russian, Irish, and potash? There's no way, man. Oh, man. If you don't watch your ass, who the frick else is gonna? I mean, it's not like you're a Playboy bunny where everyone's watching your ass, right? And if you're a guy and your ass is good enough that everybody's watching it, somebody's gonna get rid of it or beat it up, right? You know it's coming. I think I just heard thunder out there. It's kind of like fart sounding thunder. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Half Russian, half potash. What the hell? How could she be part mineral? Potash don't work for me. I'm just kidding, Brian. I know it's not potash. I knew that. I knew that right away. I'm drunk. Sorry. I don't do it, but only once a month. For you guys, I do it. TNT loves you guys, so cheers. Wow, anything warmer than that, I think it'll make me hurl. Cheers, Steven. I think I ain't drinking anymore. I like my beer cold. I don't like them frickin' warm. Pete don't care. He'll drink a piss warm beer out of a south facing window that's been there all day. You don't care. I, on the other hand, care. Oh, crap. I hate when I do stuff that you appreciate that I don't know what I did. Oh, my brother did DNA test, said we are 4% Ashkenazi Jew and 4% Neanderthal. Well, it sounds like you're pretty much 8% a person on that, right? You're missing probably 92% there, roughly. But 8% is a good start, man. It's a good start. Hey, Jim, Sacrificing my body, that's what I do, brother. I've been doing it my whole life. I don't like any beer warm. I never have. Ugh. I mean, gosh, how could you? I said, gosh, I don't take the Lord's name in vain. Not after all he's done for me. No, no way. He's another one that I love that just looks at me and shakes his head and goes, oh, Jesus, go straighten that guy out. Huh. 3 GB or something. Gigabytes. 3 GB. I already know that because I was always gigabyting out. Oldest DNA in the world, and what's it doing for you now? Like, come on. Like, what's it really doing for you now? You're just a part of what your makeup is. It has nothing to do with anything about who or what you are. Who you are is because of what you did and what you went. Gotta get that shit out of the way. It has nothing to do with your color. It has nothing to do with where you came from. Who you are and what you are is what you did with what you got and what was given to you. Guys can't get that shit out into their head. You know what? There's no hope for us. Denmark. Warm beer. Yikes. Ew. I do not like warm beer. I just will not drink it. I was actually almost a year behind Steven, and I put my card in, and I thought I messed it right up, but Facebook called me back the next day and told me that they found my account and everything's cool now and I can go ahead. So I paid them off last year and the year in advance. So I didn't know. I mean, man, you gotta tell me this shit. You can't just sit there and keep floating me while I don't even know I'm owe you money. Like, a lot of shit's happening, like it's not like nothing happens around here ever. It's nice to have a little friendly reminder once in a while, is all I'm saying. Hawken, bugger off. Thanks for coming out, brother. You're one of the old time boys that first come, first serve guys. That fucking bug's starting to piss me off. Yeah, say goodnight to Hawken. He's been around a long time with the triple nickel. If I got an H with a double capital on there, when I punch the H in, it automatically says Hawkland. And when it guesses the next word, that's how long he's been around. He's one of the old time buggers. He's probably like within 15 years of being as old as me. There must be some guy just sitting at home with this on the big screen. Just, you won't say anything, but you want to just wait for the comedy, and it's all good, but this weekend, I'm watering the garden tomorrow, unless it's raining when I wake up, watering that whole stretch, and that takes pretty much all day at a half hour a swipe. Yeah, it's about 200 feet by 40 feet, my garden, so. Good night, Brian. Let's go tonight, you guys. You know what? My beer's so warm, it's going to make me hurl and shit. We'll do this again when we figure out how to work. Oh, jeez. How to work the refrigeration in Pete's shop. Anybody got any last comments or anything flying out the door? Like, let's get them out right now. I don't want to cut you guys off, but I'm not feeling it. I'm hungry too. I'm gonna go eat something. No? Well, you guys, I'm gonna put the next video I put out is gonna be fishing, and it's gonna be a short lunch and the whole bit. So it'll be a good one. It's probably the million one because I really don't see us hitting 2,000 on this. So you guys do what you know is right. People that hunt, trap, and fish don't mug little old ladies and rob banks. So keep doing what you're doing and keep moving forward.